I'm Grace.
So let's get started.
I'm a recipe blogger, family-taught home chef,
Cheers.
Cheers.
iPhone-only photographer, and proud New Englander. Biscuits.
Biscuit time. You're the biscuit queen.
So these buttermilk biscuits have kind of been around for a really long time, but I've just never blogged them, and I don't know how you feel about them.
I love these biscuits. They're flaky, they're soft inside, and it's pretty easy to make. I made these before too.
These
Remember?
are so easy, and yes, you killed it last time you made it. So it starts off with some all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And then to it, it's so simple. You really can't screw this up. Want to add in some baking soda, and we have some baking powder here too.
How do you tell the difference?
Just because I know which one has more. So there's a little bit more baking powder, but the two will really make sure that your biscuits are nice and light and fluffy and tender and also rise. I like the mix of both baking powder and baking soda.
Nice. I know what this is. Salt.
Sal. Look at that.
Okay.
Why do you always do that?
That's for dramatic effect. You know?
I usually mix with a fork, or if you have a pastry cutter, which is this. This is actually, or a biscuit cutter, you can call it. This is made to
For
make
biscuits?
biscuits.
Nice.
So you can.
Best Amazon purchase ever.
Oh yeah. So you just want to mix all the dry ingredients together until they're combined. You feel like they're as one.
This looks pretty good.
We're one.
Yes, we are, love. All right.
So have you mixed to death here?
Yes, we're well mixed.
Okay, so now I have read it and weep.
Butter. You are the butter queen. Biscuit queen.
You
you're the
just gotta
butter queen.
do butter. Butter queen. So butter queen here has some cold butter. I use unsalted because we did add salt.
So why cold butter?
So you wanna use cold butter for biscuits because you're going to cut up the butter into little pieces into the dough. And if you use cold butter, once you put the dough in the oven, the little cold butter cubes melt and release steam, and that's what makes it nice and flaky. If you use warm butter, you don't get that flaky steam. So you just wanna cut your butter up into little chunks.
Tastefully tip. Sorry. Okay.
So Eric,
Right
you
in.
can't be dramatic about this because it'll poof
Okay.
everywhere. You have to go low. Go low.
I will.
Go low. Go low. Go low. Oh,
Oh, come
still
on, a little
poofed.
high. So what do we do with this here?
So I would use your biscuit cutter for this. You
Go ahead,
can
you
use
can-
a fork, but all you want to do is you just want to get in there and really use your muscles, which I don't have, so
You got
it
it.
takes
Come on
me a
now.
little longer.
Come on now, girl. Come on, girl.
And I have biscuit muscles.
Wait, so I know what you're doing here. You only want to do it until it's a fine crumble, right?
Yeah, or a coarse crumble.
Coarse crumble.
I like
What
it
the
pretty
heck?
coarse, but fine is good too. You just
Okay.
want it in a nice little crumble so that the butter kind of blends in with the flour and you don't see big chunks of butter. And you really want to kind of mix it in with all your dry ingredients.
Okay. No.
It's called a flour facial. Okay, so we have a coarse crumble or fine crumble, whatever you want to call
It's
it.
a crumble. Let me show the piece.
It's a crumble
It's a crumble.
right in our bowl, and it's time to add buttermilk.
I'm gonna add this buttermilk in.
Okay, so wait. So I start off with about 3/4 cup of buttermilk, so not the whole thing.
I don't forget it. I don't
Oh.
know. I'm not messing that up.
So this is going to bind all your ingredients together and turn this into biscuit dough. So I'm gonna start off with about 3/4 cup. You may need about a cup of buttermilk, and all you wanna do is just mix all of this dough together. You wanna form it into a big dough ball. If it doesn't form into a dough ball, it's too dry and you need to add more buttermilk.
Got it.
Let's play.
And then you just get in with your hands to do the dough ball. I'll hold it for you.
Yeah, so it's always easier with your hands when you're baking, or at least with me. But
It looks a little dry, love.
form into a dough ball. Yeah, it's a little dry. See how it's just kind of crumbling apart?
Should I put this rest in for you?
Yeah, put the rest in.
Maybe on the bottom? Here.
Get right in there.
Here we go, girl. Yeah.
Good enough. Ooh,
Okay.
maybe a little too wet now.
Oh boy.
too wet, a little too dry. No, it feels good. So if you opt for the hand method, the result
Yikes.
is chaotic.
That is
But
doughy.
it really does work when you use your hands. So you don't want to overwork the dough because you want your butter to stay cold.
That's right.
Okay. We use cold buttermilk to keep the butter cold. The
What? What are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing. We use cold buttermilk to keep the butter cold.
So all we gotta do here, I'm gonna have you do this because my hands are.
All right.
Or do you want to get in here?
I mean, my hands are a little lotiony.
Ew.
So
Okay, so I have a quarter cup.
I have dry hands.
And it's from all the dishwashing. And I'm just gonna pinch off some of this dough. And again, it's very kind of flaky, but you just want to press in about a quarter cup of dough and put it right on a greased baking sheet, just like this.
That's cute.
And you just want to keep going. You want to separate them, each dough ball, by about an inch or so.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good.
I used to, when I was a kid, eat just raw
no.
dough for my mom's pie crust or biscuits. So I have a problem.
You do have a problem.
But we are going to bake them today, 425, for about 12 to 16 minutes.
I can see the cold butter chunks. And now I'm gonna watch them melt.
Let us go. In you go. Don't you dare have a biscuit without me.
I'll wait for you.
We have been waiting, taking pictures of these biscuits,
It's time to
all
consume.
for this moment.
Cheers. Flaky, buttery, delicious. Oh,
This is what
dreams are
every
made
biscuit should taste like. And
Totally.
dreams are made of.
of. Agree.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com.
You won't regret it. Bye.
If you didn't know this was a biscuit cutter, what would you think it was? A massager?
A hair comb. Oh, that's nice. A little stronger there.
Don't add a ton
Why
of salt.
cold butter though?
So you want cold butter because when you mix the cold butter with everything else, and then can you ask me to